Most people will never become wealthy for one simple reason. They're addicted to looking successful instead of actually becoming successful. That's why someone making six figures can still feel broke, while another person quietly builds a $100,000 investment account without anyone noticing. Because wealth is usually built through behaviors that feel painfully boring in the short term. Driving the older car, skipping the luxury apartment, investing automatically, and in a world obsessed with appearances, boring has become a superpower. Today, we're breaking down the boring stack. Not overnight. Not through crypto. Not through gambling on stocks. Not through fake entrepreneurship gurus. But through habits that are so simple, most people completely ignore them. And the craziest part? The people who follow this path often end up financially outperforming the friends who looked successful first. Comment below where you're watching from, and be honest. Does it feel like your city is designed to drain every dollar you earn? Let's start with the first layer of the boring stack. Knowing your number. Most people fail financially because their goals are emotionally vague. They say, I want to be rich someday. But vague goals create vague behavior. $100,000 sounds massive. Until you break it down mathematically. To save $100,000 in 5 years, you need to save around $55 a day. Suddenly the goal becomes tangible. That's the difference between fantasy and strategy. Because wealth building is usually not one giant decision. It's dozens of tiny daily decisions repeated consistently for years. And here's the truth almost nobody wants to hear. Your first $100,000 is mostly a savings game, not an investing game. Even with incredible market returns, the majority of that first 100 grand comes from money you didn't spend. That's why people who constantly upgrade their lifestyle stay financially stuck. You cannot invest your way out of reckless spending. Which brings us to the second layer. Becoming difficult to replace. We're entering an economy where average skills are getting destroyed. AI is replacing generic work faster every year. So if your income depends on being easily replaceable, your financial future becomes fragile. That's why specialized skills matter more than ever. The people who thrive financially in the next decade will usually have one of three things. Rare technical skills. Rare communication skills. Rare human trust. Because rare skills command premium income. And premium income fuels the boring stack faster. But here's where almost everyone self-destructs. Lifestyle creep. The moment people start earning more money, they immediately increase their spending. Bigger apartment. Nicer car. Expensive vacations. Luxury subscriptions. And suddenly their raise disappears before they even feel richer. That's why some people making $40,000 build wealth, while others making $200,000 still live paycheck to paycheck. Income matters, but behavior matters more. And if you're getting value from this video so far, subscribe now, because modern consumer culture is designed to financially sabotage people who never learn how money psychology actually works. Now let's talk about the third layer. Intentional spending. This is where the boring stack starts separating you from almost everyone around you. Wealthy people are not usually cheap. They are selective. There's a difference. Poor spending habits come from emotional purchasing. Stress. Impulse. Validation. Fear of missing out. That's why one of the most powerful financial habits is unbelievably simple. Waiting. Use the 24-hour rule. If something costs over $100, wait a full day before buying it. Most needs disappear once the emotion fades. That single habit alone can save people thousands every year. And then we get to the three expenses silently controlling most people's financial future. Housing. Transportation. Food. The big three. A slightly cheaper apartment. A reliable used car. Cooking at home more often. Those decisions can literally accelerate wealth building by years. Because small monthly savings become enormous once invested consistently. And speaking of consistency, the fourth layer of the boring stack is automation. This is where average people massively underestimate psychology. Because discipline is unreliable. Nobody stays motivated forever. You'll get tired, emotional, stressed, distracted. That's why automatic investing is so powerful. The moment your paycheck hits, money automatically moves into investments before you can spend it. Now you're no longer relying on motivation. You're relying on systems. And systems beat motivation every single time. But there's one stage where almost everybody breaks. The valley of disappointment. This is the dangerous phase where you're doing everything correctly, but your life still doesn't look different yet. Your friends are traveling, buying luxury cars, posting expensive dinners online. Meanwhile, you're investing quietly and wondering if you're falling behind. This is where people abandon the boring path and go searching for magic shortcuts. Crypto hype, day trading, get-rich-quick courses, risky gambling disguised as investing. Because emotionally, slow progress feels invisible. But financially, slow progress is usually the safest path to real wealth. Charlie Munger once said the first $100,000 is the hardest. And he was right. Because once your investments reach critical mass, money starts working harder than you do. $100,000 invested at 7% earns roughly $7,000 annually without additional work. That's the moment wealth building starts feeling real. But most people never reach that stage. Because they quit during the boring years. That's the tragedy. People sabotage their future freedom because they can't emotionally tolerate delayed gratification. And honestly, that's what modern consumer culture exploits better than anything else. It convinces people to prioritize looking wealthy over becoming wealthy. Luxury became performance art. And social media turned financial insecurity into entertainment. But real wealth is usually quiet. The boring path works because it ignores emotional chaos. That's why normal people who quietly invest for years often end up wealthier than people who spent years trying to look successful. And once you realize that, your entire relationship with money changes. Because true financial success is not, what car do you drive? It's, how long could you survive without a paycheck? That's real freedom. So start small. Save $10 a day if you need to. Automate your investing. Protect your time. Build valuable skills. Ignore lifestyle pressure. Because the time will pass anyway. And if you want to avoid the massive mistake people make after reaching their first $100,000, watch the next video right now, because this is where many high earners quietly destroy their wealth.